Kim Sherobbi.
The Bog Center team is a collective of progressive thinkers from diverse backgrounds, creating a tapestry of independent thought towards the collective spirit of using revolution as a gateway to evolution through struggle. In mission, helping grassroots activists develop visionary leadership and critical thought to rebuild and respirit equitable community is the goal. The stories, ideas, and philosophy of the Bog Center team is inspired by the legacy of Jimmy and Grace Lee Boggs' instrumental work. Watch, listen, and experience this heartfelt message from the Bog Center team.
You have to go back to the ideas, because the thing that the Bog Center does is that it touches the human spirit. And so some of it is received even through the writings. But many of the people who have come to the center, international, globally, who have walked through the center, they actually had an opportunity to experience it. So I know you asked a question about international. However, I want to also, because I'm talking about experience, so we've had obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but we've had more people nationally come through. And so people, when I say feel it, people, when they interact with the center, they feel safe. They feel invited to be who they are. And that's one of the things I really liked about this, like a no judgment zone there. And it's a challenge zone there too, where you're challenged. So just tapping into aspects of, when I go back to the human spirit, the human desire to be better, and to be organic and honest with yourself. That's an experience that happens at the center. So that's, again, both for people who are from other nations, as well as people who are here locally and nationally. You know, the first thing that came to mind, I was hearing Grace, and also understanding now that people want quick fixes. And you will hear people often ask, and people are not, honestly, I've found that people are not confident in themselves and necessarily believing, and people don't want to take the responsibility. It's huge. It's a huge responsibility to talk about, I'm going to be in charge of my community. I'm going to, it's a big commitment, you know. I'm going to make a commitment. I'm a steward. I'm going to be a steward of my community. And so again, with that, it's discipline is involved. A lot of time. It's not always fun. You know, it's not necessarily fun thing to do all the time. It can be very joyful. I've had both, and you know, it's a lot of work, but it's also can be very joyous because it's something that you really want to do. And then also when you're interacting with other people in community, it can be really a lot of special moments and a lot of bonding. And for me, it's nothing like it to bond with another human being and to build with them. But again, I think it's easier to have other people do, and a lot of times you'll find people say, well, why don't you do that? Or why don't they do that? And so the question is, who are the they? Who are the they? And so not always understanding that they are, or we are the they. And again, it's not as glamorous to do the work.